line indicator over to the 16 frame mark. I'll right click on that again and key that position as well as key the 32 frame mark. All right. Now as I get started animating, I want to make sure that I have this option selected down in my lower right hand corner of my UI. This is the auto keyframe toggle. All right. If it's selected, you'll notice that it's highlighted in red over here. And what happens now is when we come to a new position on our timeline and we change the value for a keyed attribute, it will automatically add in a keyframe at that point in time. All right, so at the 8 frame mark, what I did is I added a value of 5 on the translate Y attribute. I'll just go ahead and scrub over here to the 24 frame mark, and I'll also add in a value of 5. Okay, so down in, once again, in your lower right-hand corner, you'll find some play controls. Go ahead and hit the play forward, and we can watch this ball animate. All right, now chances are by default, it's going to animate with an ease in and an ease out to that motion. Now, the ease into the top of the arc is good. The ease into the bottom of the bounce, not so much, because it has a tendency of destroying the illusion of the timing that we're trying to create. So the way that we would manipulate that is we need to go into our graph editor. Now the graph editor in Maya functions much the same as it does in Adobe After Effects, but there's a few differences that I'd like to discuss. All right, so we can go ahead and select that by clicking on our 4th viewport option down here on our toolbar. All right, and we're going to get this split viewport view between our perspective camera, all right, and our attribute editor. Now, if you look over here, we have this null object, or this control handle selected for our bouncing ball. Now, it looks like we have several things that have been keyed already, or several attributes that have been keyed already associated with this null. The one that we just keyed was the translate Y attribute. Okay, so now as we scrub along this timeline, okay, we can see how that ball is translating up and down in relationship to this graph. All right, go ahead and ignore the scale X, scale Y, and scale Z, right? Because the reason why those are keyed is because those are predetermined based off of the custom squash and stretch attribute that we've created and added to this particular object. All right, so let's just go ahead and focus on the translate Y. All right, the first thing that we need to do is I'm going to do a drag selection over my first keyframe. Now, in order for this to